What's up? It's your boy Antonio Brown coming to you with a new video, and today I'm making a video on something that's been grinding my gears a lot these last couple months actually. One is like the job market, man. I've been looking for a job for I graduated college in health administration and planning, and then I have a minor in general business. I graduated in 2023 and haven't been able to find a job. Sorry, my camera's falling. And the thing that bothers me the most is when I look on different websites and shit like that, like Indeed, they tell you to go to Indeed, they tell you to go to LinkedIn and all these different sites, and it'll be like entry-level jobs, right? But you need all of this experience. You'll need like 2 years experience for an entry-level job, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. And it's like, it's an entry-level job that it's entry level, so like you're not gonna have no experience in a job where you just got out of school. Like, how does that make sense? And I've talked to family and friends, and it just seemed like, I don't know if it's just me or it's like, are people like delusional to like what's going on, or like it just seemed like college wasn't like, it wasn't cracked up, it wasn't what it was cracked up to be. I went to school 4 years. I did all of this studying. I tried really hard in school. I had to try really hard for certain classes, especially like I had actual doctors as my teachers sometimes, and you know how hard they be going in class. Like I really tried for that, just for me to get out of school and not be able to get no job for real. So it's like, I don't know, it just kind of just like fucks with me a little bit, where it's like, damn, I really made him. Did I fuck up? Like that, I just went to school all these years, and then I have student loan debt, even though I didn't go to like a private lender like Sallie Mae or something like that. I do have federal loans, and it's a good. I have like $40,000 worth of, I guess, student loan debt. I don't know how. Yeah, but like I said, it's not through a private lender, so it's not that bad, I guess. But it's still bad enough where I went to school. I'm in debt 40 grand, and I can't get a job. And like, what was the point? It kind of seemed like it was a scam to me. First of all, like, I've asked people that even work in the field, where like most of them started out at the front desk, like working at the front desk, right? And if you know anybody who does like receptionists and shit like that, anybody can do that. So it's like, so I went to school for 4 years, did all this studying to still start at the bottom, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, a person that just graduated high school literally yesterday can go and work at the front desk, right? You know what I'm saying? So like, what, like, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm getting at, right? Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, anybody can just go get an entry-level job, right? Like working at the front desk. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, and then like, I already have experience working with people, like customer service and things like that. I've had jobs previous to that. Like, so like, if they're looking for like me to be in a setting where I'm like around like a professional setting where I have to accommodate people and just like, be a good upstanding citizen, or like a service provider, I've done that. I have plenty of years. I mean, obviously it's not like super crazy. I worked at McDonald's. I worked at I worked at Wendy's for like a week. I did a couple of warehouse jobs. So like that's really it in terms of my experience. But I even worked at Kids Foot Locker. Like, so I know I know a lot about sales. I worked at Kids Foot Locker when I was in high school, all the way until I think it was probably like 4.5 years. So from my junior year all the way until I was like a freshman or sophomore in college. So yeah. So yeah, it's just like they want you to have all this experience, and then like the daily workload. If you have you ever looked at the list of shit that you gotta do? Like when you look on Indeed or any job that you applying for, right? They got a whole list of like 20 different things you gotta do in one day, right? Or your job, what is it? Your job, the shit you gotta do for your job, right? And they paying you they paying you some bullshit, right? So this is why I say it's a scam. It's like, so you want me to work hard, you want me to do all of this work, right? Have all of this experience for you to not pay me good, right? What? What? Where they doing that at? You know what I'm saying? I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. It ain't gonna be me, you know? I just, you know, I try not to get down on myself about it, but I really feel like I made a mistake. Like I should have never went to school. Like it didn't benefit me in any way, to be honest. You know, I think that's a mistake, obviously, that I can learn from. You know, I've learned from it. It's a mistake. You gotta kind of move on from it. But what I can say in this video is that, you know, college is not what it's cracked up to be. You know, most people go to school, you know, because people tell them to. That's why I went to school. It was because I didn't exactly know what the fuck I wanted to do with my life. And you look around and you see, and you ask family members, and I think that's another thing, is that, you know, can't nobody give you advice on your life, you know, because it's your life at the end of the day. Your journey is unique to you, you know. So their journey might have been school. It worked out for them, but it might not work for you that same way, you know. And I think that's the same thing that's happened to me, where it was like, I don't think I was meant to really go to school. Like I was gonna be successful. I could be successful without school, you know. Like I would have been, I like, truthfully, like some people need school and some people don't. And I think that was me. I just I listened to what other people told me to do, basically. And I would say it's being a follower, but like, honestly, I was young and I was just trying to like figure shit out, you know. So I mean, I definitely, I mean, it was all right, I guess. College was all right. It was just, it seemed like I didn't get no reward from it, you know. Like I just went to school, then I get out of school, and what made me choose like healthcare administration is where, at first when I first went to school, I had chose biology as my major, right? And it was cool. It was like, yeah, but it was like, nah, like certain things I just didn't like, for real. I liked biology, but I didn't like chemistry. And I don't know if you know, if y'all taken college chemistry, but like, you know, them math equations be like beasting, for real. And I'm like, I'm looking at that shit and I'm like, bro, when would I ever use that equation in real life, right? Why do I need to know what bromine, if you mix bromine and what the periodic table, and does it look like I want to go into physics? No, not at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in it for that. You know? I'm not in it for that. I don't like, that wasn't for me. you know. So I changed, and I just wanted to just at least if I'm gonna go to school, like I want to make some money, right? So I asked my academic advisor, right? She told me you should do healthcare administration. We got so many people that come out of school, straight out of school, right, and make 100 grand a year, making 6 figures a year. So I was like, ding, 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 ding. I thought I won the lottery, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I chose it. The whole time, I think they was just trying to keep people because I'm a brown skinned brother. So I guess they was just trying to keep me in school, make sure I finish or something. But like, you could have just told me the truth, you know what I'm saying? And just let me figure, why'd you have to lie to me? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I haven't seen nobody who came out of school making 6 figures in that field, you know. And I have, hold on, my phone died. And I have family members that But yeah, most people find their sweetheart in college, right? They find the one they want to be with in college. And they end up getting married, right? So you come out of school and you can't get no job, no regular job, right? Some people do. I'm not gonna lie, some people do get out of it, but you gotta have serious connections. You know, serious connections. And some people don't have serious connections, you know? You know, and that's just what it is, you know? I think it's based off connections sometimes. And yeah, that's that. So you come out of school, most people can't get jobs, right? So you kind of desperate, right? So that's the second point. They prey on the fact that you're desperate. So you desperate, so you gonna go and work at this job, right, where they paying you $15, $20, paying you $15, $17, $18 an hour, right? Knowing the climate of the economic system today, right? So an average apartment in Nashville, Tennessee, where I live at, is 15 to like 1,700, and that's for a 1 bedroom. What bills is $15 to $20 paying? Like how much? Like, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't even You're not gonna get nowhere with that. And then not only that, most people get houses. So now you buy this house, you know, you buy this house and your mortgage is $4,000 a month, right? So now you in a situation where you cannot not work. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep this bullshit ass job. You got to. You gotta keep this bullshit ass job and you gotta keep working, right? So they know this, especially the people that like to talk a lot and be like, oh my God, I got this mortgage and then da. They know this. They know that you ain't got no other options, right? So they banking on the fact that you will never leave. So that's when they stretch you out even more, right? Now you getting all these new duties that, you know, all these new requirements and things like that. They want you to work a little harder today. You know what I'm saying? You was working hard yesterday. Whole time you really was. They just want you to work even harder. And they know you not gonna quit because you can't. You got this mortgage, you married. Don't let you have kids too. Oh my God. The stress. Oh man. Don't let you have kids too, right? So that's what I believe that they bank on. They bank on the fact that you live the American dream. That's not even a dream at the end of the day. How the fuck is being in debt, you know what I'm saying, a dream? How is not being able to afford certain, you know, like basic necessities a dream? How is it like that even like in general, like how society works, like how can a person like sleep knowing that there's like for example, me, I went to school at a school named Hunters Lane, right? It's in a predominantly black neighborhood, right? And our school was severely underfunded, right? And come to find out that it's supposed to be ran like that. That's the way that this society works, right? So I went to a school all black, well, mostly black. It was a mixture of everybody. But I went to school with all black people, right? And our school was shit. Our teachers didn't really seem like they cared. Our curriculum was kind of like really basic, you know what I'm saying? So we get out of school, like I feel like in terms of like our society, my society, me and brown people, like we've been like put in a position to fail, basically. Like our schools is underfunded, so we're not gonna get the proper books, we're not gonna get the proper curriculum to learn like these other communities do, right? And as I'm getting older and I'm looking into different things, like, and I'm learning things about like economics and learning about just like the Department of like Education, right? Where like it was designed this way, right? It was designed this way. So it seems like to me is that they want to create classes, basically. So the people in the low income areas, right, they want them to stay low income. So that's why they underfund them on purpose, right? Because we need people to work at McDonald's. We need people to work at, need people to work in the factories. We need people to work boot to boot. You know what I'm saying? That, you see what I'm getting at? That's why I think it's underfunded. And that's why I think they want you to go to school, bro. So you stay a slave. You stay basically slavery, but in a different way. Like slavery might have changed in the sense that, you know, yes, you do have a choice, but at the end of the day, I think it was transformed into, so slavery went from doing it because you was getting forced to still you're still sort of getting forced to it, but you can say no, basically. Slavery was changed from you had to work to you still gotta work or you're gonna be homeless. You know, if you don't work in this society, you will be homeless. You know, You have to work. So people they picking bullshit jobs and hate them, you know, and it creates a system of like mental health issues. That's why I believe that mental health is so high in this country. It's because people, maybe I'm sure I'm not the only one that think about this. Like that would like kill my vibe for real. Like I'd be really trying to like keep my vibe together, where it's like this environment is kind of like weird, you know, like you forced to work or you gonna be homeless. Like that wasn't the way that God intended this world to be, right? Like the things in life that God gave us is for free. So why the fuck are we paying for water? Why are we paying for a place to live? Why are we paying for food when we could just go grow it, you know? And then, you know, the water is contaminated, the food is contaminated. They trying to kill us with the food, you know. You go get you some orange juice, and it's not orange juice, bro. It's some other shit that they made in a fucking factory somewhere, right? Like, I don't know, man. I'm just thinking out loud, and I hope that people start to think too, you know. I kind of went on a rant today, so I started out with, you know, the work situation, and then went to, you know, school and how that's a scam. I just think this whole society is a fucking scam, right? You know what I'm saying? All the real ones know, man. It seemed like this whole shit is a scam. From like housing, why is my apartment $1,500? You know, it's a 1-bedroom. Of course, it's pretty nice, right? But like, it's no different than like any other apartment to me, to be honest. You know, it's like certain upgrades. Like I got wood floors. Oh my God, that's so much better. You know, it just, I think they just overpricing shit because it's ran by greed and shit. So I don't know. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, thank you for supporting me. I'm gonna keep making videos like this where I'm just coming and just ranting and just speaking my truth and truth in general, like, because I feel, you know, sometimes we run away from the truth, man. And yeah, peace.
Não faz assim, não mente pra mim, não vem me iludir, que já tem um tempo que eu não caio nela.